sparks in the dark. It turns back on every 2.1 seconds, roughly. For some unknown reason, my power supply, which is over there, connected to an outlet, turns off every time I do this. This is 24 volts, short circuit. I have a motor there. If you want, you can pause the video during a flash to see what exactly I'm using to make these arcs, or rather sparks, because it's not an arc, because it isn't continuous. Anywho, what I have to support is a motor, big motor from a pencil sharpener, a magnet, though the magnet does not conduct electricity, and some motor cases and a rotor, all of which are held up by the magnet, which is the magnet's reason. It's hard to tell, but the wire welds itself to my objects, which can sometimes make it hard to remove with one hand while I'm holding the phone with the other. Yeah, power supply does not heat up, which is fortunate. I'm going to show you my setup. Here it is. This magnet, which I got from a motor from the brush roller of a Shark vacuum cleaner. Cordless to be specific. It was a brush roller where there's a power supply. To prove it doesn't get warm, I will touch it. It's cold. Here is my this. And for those who watched that video where I burnt the DC motor in the container of water, I will tell you what has happened to it. The only damage that occurred was one of the brushes that snapped in half, either because of electrolysis or because of the high voltage. None of these were the ones, because as you can tell, their brushes are fine. It's hard to tell what this one has. This one's brushes are okay. It wasn't that one. I have no idea what I did with the lid, but I don't know where it is to show you, but the brush that was connected to the red wire was missing, while the one connected to the black wire was there. So I'm assuming it's electrolysis. The polarity was switched though, so the chlorine generated must have snapped off the brush or dissolved it. Which would explain why the water turned that murky black color from the dissolving brush. And yeah, now a quick little demonstration of it arcing or sparking in the light. Here's what I'm using to hold the wire. I do not need this, but just added protection. It's a wire clipper. I do not have, or well, multi-purpose tool. I don't have a wire holder, so I just use this. Anyways, here it is. Light. Here is the damage to the casings and motor sleeve protector that has experienced not a lot of damage, other than the galvanization. The covering has been burnt off. So you can see the wire just welded. This right here is a casing out of a R260 DC motor out of a pencil sharpener, a battery powered pencil sharpener. It was blue, and it was in the shape of roughly semicircular. It was blue with the gray base, and the casing just fell. This is just. These two go together. This 140 DC motor casing and rotor go together, and there is a RC310 DC motor rotor back there from from a motor set. As you can see now, oh, look at that. A little bit of the wire decided to weld itself onto there. They welded themselves on with enough force that it was ripped off of the wire. And now, that piece of wire has welded itself back onto the rest of the wire. And connection broke. The bottom wire must have slipped out of its place. That's it. Thanks for watching. Here is the rear of my power supply. Oh, that's just a motor case, don't worry about it. Going in there. Anyways, this is Motor Dude, and I'm out. Yeah, I named my channel kind of a little bit of wonky, but who cares? When it comes to social media, you got to be creative, and not very much of a creative name, but I tried. Anyways, Motor Dude out.